Well, hello, my friends. It has been a while since I'd actually done a video like this. So, by the time you actually see this video, it'll be, around my birthday. Rather, on my birthday. So, yeah. This month has been quite busy, or rather, the last couple of days have been quite busy on my end. For the most part, that in between therapy and doctor's visits and everything else between, you know, like going to track meets and whatnot. It has been a very, very interesting time. I kid you not. So, a lot has been going on since then, going on in my life. And as I mentioned, mostly it's been without incident. For those who don't know what without incident mean for me, it basically means nothing stupid out of the ordinary has happened. Physically, mentally, that sort of thing. And I aim to keep it that way. I mean, outside of what I'm hearing right now, which is like the police siren. Um, yeah, just another day in California. uh, I digress though. See, it's just another day, just another day in California. Like I said, by the time I put this up, it'll be like on my birthday because today is a Wednesday. My birthday's Thursday. So it has been wild. It's like the calm before the storm. I have no actual plans of say going out on my birthday because I didn't really go out on my mom's birthday until say that weekend, which was last weekend. So I went out on my mom's birthday, the day after her birthday, which was the 6th. Her day was the 5th. She would have been 82 in a and I will soon be 45. I've been keeping myself busy. What can I say? And this photo I have of, well, you know what this is. This is pretty much 6 years old. From what I'm looking at, it's 2019, November 13th, 2019, Wednesday. And it's good to have older photos from way back when saved on your hard drive. OneDrive is a beautiful thing sometimes. So, I don't think I need to explain how things have been as far as trying to get everything back up and running. It has been a thing. And it has been like quite a thing since February. So, really trying to play catch up with everything, sorting out every bit of what I plan to do after I get this updated and augmented into a full blown gaming PC. Now that only means one thing: I can actually get the memory I need just to get all the known updates for this laptop going, which is a good thing in itself. Because hey, I hadn't used this thing in like years. No, really, seriously, I hadn't used this laptop in like years. I just had sitting in its bag for God knows how long, and the only thing I had to do to update everything about it was just the password, and I had to do it from my phone. And after that, it's like that's it. I will say this: as far as therapy has been a thing, I'm actually glad I'm actually opening up because there have been a lot of things that have really bugged me, and I really can't talk about it in this setting. I mean, I could talk about it, but I'd rather be in a safe environment in which I'm okay to say what's been bugging me, what's been bothering me, what I had plugged up in my system for so long. And I don't mean physically, I mean emotionally. And it has been actually a wonderful experience since all I've been doing since then every Tuesday is play the drums. And to me, I'm working my left side. And not to mention the fact that, as I'm working my left side, I'm listening to the beat I'm making. Just like most times, I have my eyes closed while I'm listening to this beat. So my ears like vibrating as I'm listening to the beat I'm making and to everybody around doing the exact same beat, but in totally different intervals. So therefore, I'm sort of focusing I'm using my muscle memory or my focus energy right into just saying, okay, do I concentrate on this beat or do I concentrate on that beat? And then just like go one hand, go two hand, go back fist, go tap. And even I find myself doing that in choir sometimes, which in order for me to make sure that I have, the song that we're practicing in my head, I simply just tap my foot. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm tapping my foot. You can't hear, but it's very faint. But as I'm doing it, I'm just like tap, 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 tap. So that's what I do sometimes when I'm in choir. I tap my foot. Because the first thing you're supposed to do is get the rhythm down. That's what most people don't get. You get the rhythm down, and everybody else is worried about the tone and this and me. I'm just like, I'm listening to that one beat in my head, and at the same time, I'm like, the note is what? Okay, no, it's not. Okay. And I had to kind of adjust it to where my safe note is, to where I don't be pushing it, where I don't be pushing how I'm singing so hard, but at the same time, I'm just adjusting how I can basically be on sync and at the same time, just like if I'm getting to a high point, just steady the high point. That's what I've basically been doing. Just steady the high point and just basically ride the high point and be like, you're in safety where you're not off key, but you're basically just like you're holding that note. You're holding the rhythm, you're holding the beat. It's like basically I'm just holding that tone for however long for however long the song is. Like we're learning like we're relearning a 3-minute song, which is slightly repetitive. But the thing is, the tone shifts. So when the tone shifts, it's like there's one part in which I usually be off key just by going raw on it, and I shouldn't be going raw on it, but I should just go natural on it. Like if I'm shifting tone, I'm like that. Well, not sitting, but it's like But before it's like in which it should be something like that. As far as that is concerned, no. The 11th is going to be busy. I mean, it's already a busy day. I mean, the 11th is on a Thursday. When I put this up, it will be Thursday. And it'll probably be the only video I will ever have up because, like I said, anything else past that, they're basically LP videos. So I've already spent like most of last night, which was the 9th. Most of it after I got in from therapy and the store. I basically spent most of that night, or most of my evening, just uploading every bit of the video. Every bit of videos I've been working on since. So, we should be good about, say, to the 18th, 17th, 18th, for next week. As far as what I'm doing on here, Steam-wise and emulator-wise, well, again, everything on here is on hold until I have everything like balanced out after the update. And then once after the update, then I can go to town. And I feel I see myself just working on getting back to where I was in Tales of Destiny DX. Actually getting Duck Station to work on here. Citra. I already know that I already got my I already got the PS2 emulator work. And Dolphin, I'm pretty sure I gotta inch that out in some way. Some way, some form. As far as streams are concerned though, I'm still going on I'm still on PS4 until basically I feel confident enough to do something on here. In which, from what I've seen, the Wi-Fi here is much more stable than it was on my PC. That's the fine thing. It has been like super stable. So the Wi-Fi is like, it's holding. Because every time I stream on my PC, my desktop, it just dropped. Every time. However, even on here, and like I said, I never streamed on my laptop before. So after I get this augmented, that's probably another thing I'm going to do is do a test stream on here. Do a stress test and see how that works. Probably play like a random Nintendo game or something. Just to see if it works. And I can't say apologies about how it's been for my PS4 games, because some games just don't have a volume control on it. Like, I know Rogue Galaxy doesn't have a volume control on it. Wild Arms 3 doesn't have a volume control on it. Ni no Kuni, I can make it work because I'm recording it straight off the TV. I don't have to worry about Batman Arkham City as far as streams are concerned. Because, as I stated, um, I've already put up all the streams so far for Batman Arkham City. I mean, LA Noir's already done, so I ain't worried about that. Mass Effect 2's already done, and I'm not really worried about that. So the only thing I've already put up for our next stream is Dragon Ball Xenoverse, only because of one reason, and that reason is Akira Toriyama. Now, I probably will do something as far as Kamikame is concerned, and like I said, Kamikame came early. Because since I started on a game that features a comic character, namely Batman, that means, oh yeah, it started early. And like I said on stream, I have it on YouTube, don't worry about it. I said, look, by the time it shows up, it won't matter. It's like, it's April. Kamikame done came a month early. So, I probably see myself replaying a lot of, well, I shouldn't say replay, but playing up to where I stopped at. So it's not, so it's not a replay, but it's like starting up to where I last left off. Say for the Steam games, because it's on cloud. Not really worried about them. I still plan on restarting a couple of games like Persona and I've already mentioned Tales of Destiny Deluxe, Tales of Vesperia on Steam, only because, as I mentioned before, there were some battles that were cut from the when I was recording them on PS4, and I don't like that, and there was no reason why they cut out certain battles. And I heard that, you know, when recording certain parts, it just get cut off for some reason. So I was like, oh, it's a spoiler. I'm like, yeah, I want to get past that. I'm pretty sure the final dungeon as well as the final boss would be considered spoiler territory. So therefore, I don't know. I mean, it's PS4, so. I've actually tried something a bit different with my ramen. I have this hot sauce. I have like for a Christmas present. Like basically, I had like a box of different kinds of hot sauce. This one is more like something from what I'm tasting and what I've tried before. This is one of that good hot sauce, like something you'd have at a taco restaurant. You know, it's like basically imagine yourself at Taco Bell, but they give out the really, really, really good hot sauce. Like you can feel the spices and everything. You can really feel the heat. I went through like one of them past couple months, and basically, you know, I put a little dab. You know, not too much, but I put enough. Just say, okay, it's enough to basically tickle the taste buds. Believe it or not, that I've been using was the hot sauce is called Lola's, by the way. Lola's hot sauce. I've been mixing it with some soy sauce and chicken ramen, and that is pretty good. one thing I really need to do one of these days. I probably, not sure if I want to do it on a webcam, but I probably might consider it. Is if I can, mm, well, what I'll do ahead of time would be put something together, cook it on a skillet, put something together, and just make a mashup in my ramen, and then just show the mashup on webcam while I'm sitting here and just show it to you guys. I have no idea what I might call it, but it has something to do with an egg. And I remember Sheena told me this the other day. This was Tuesday before I went to therapy, and she told me about this, and I'm going to try it. It's a strange recipe, but knowing me, and if you know me and how I like to put my own spin on certain recipes, they usually turn out pretty damn good. So it's like a recipe for one. So and I have plenty of ramen at my disposal. Thing is, around this time, that's what I usually do. I usually just have ramen because I have medicine, right? I take all this medicine that basically is supposed to keep me from having diabetes, prevent me from having further heart disease and diabetes. So, that's the thing. Plus, I eat Cheerios most times. Sometimes when I feel like it. Plus, I do go out sometimes, and when I do go out and eat, I usually just have vegetables, like usually Chinese food, or not Chinese food. I go to Sizzler and have a salad bar, and I usually go for rabbit food. Over the weekend, what I did was after church, I was invited over to dinner and a movie. And the last movie I actually saw was the 2021 version of Dune. Now, I hadn't seen Dune Part 2. Because the only version of Dune I've ever seen, and I actually own, is the 80s version of Dune. The David Lynch version. I'll make a review of it and share my thoughts about what they kept in from the original 84 version that they put into the 21 version into a future video. And it probably won't be done on my birthday because I'll most likely be out on that day. Because I had to take into account what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, as you can tell, I got a lot going on. Most likely, Thursday I'm going to be busy. I think today being Wednesday, I know I'm going to be busy. I have class. Then I've been going to for about 4 weeks. This is week number 5. This only lasts for 6 weeks. So next week would be the last one. And it helps them because, it in turn helps us as patients. Because, we want to know what's going on. We want to know the difference between what certain things are, like as far as diseases are concerned, what's terminal and what's chronic. We have it almost like every year. So most times when I'm just out, I just go out on a Wednesday or on a Thursday because where I go to afterwards, I said, well, on Tuesday, either I'm going to go to the store and get myself like a sandwich. And I have to say, the monster sandwiches, they're pretty good. They can hold. Or, I get myself a soda or something, but, whatever. It costs me about like 10, $15, because I usually get stuff on sale. And for what it's worth, like I said, it holds. I never had to get hungry. And for what it's worth, I just learned that I'm now 232 pounds. Over the weekend, yeah, when I was out, just like 232 pounds. It's totally wild. Another thing that was totally wild over the past weekend was church. See, our pastor, it was wild. Just seeing all these people show up, and it's like how it usually is like we usually have the ads first after praise and worship. So it'd be like praise and worship ads, depending on if it's first Sunday. It's like praise and worship ads, communion, sermon, benediction. And mind you, this is like 3 hours. So church starts at 10, 10, 11, 12. By the time 1 o'clock comes, we're out the door. So it's like 3 hours. Or like 4. I usually go home I usually come in around 1 o'clock. Since I was invited, I stay over helping out with some paperwork and whatnot. And, the funny thing was, what blew me away was how many people just showed up looking for a mate. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Trust me, if I'm going through something right now, it's for my own benefit. I want to become a better person having done so. It's like, yeah, no, I'm good. When asked the question, I really had I just went the safe route to say, you know what? It's not about me being alone. I said, I got issues. I never said this, but I do have issues. I'm working out. That's the reason why I'm going to therapy. So on top of that, it's making me a better person. So I'm also going to these appointments in which they're working on study medication. So I'm taking a placebo. I had to take this placebo every week, say for 1 day, because I usually have a cool down day. Because the way it is, my stomach had been messed up by one batch of medicine. Now, mind you, this is like the second batch of medicine that has ever gave me some kind of adverse effect, and I say, yeah, no, I can't do it. I can't take that medicine. So, I'm letting the doctor know, hey, I can't take this medicine. You understand that if I take this medicine, this is what happens to me. I can't make this up. I said, this is what happened to me. Is like, I said, I have an accident. It's beyond my control when it happens because it damages my digestive system. My appetite is like it's like it's puking. I was like, what the fuck did you put in me, you son of a bitch? And that's all I can hear. It's just funny. It, it it hurts when I laugh. I was like, I want to take that goddamn message. Fuck you, you stupid son of a bitch. And really, when I say it knocks me off my ass, it really does. It's like I can't move. It almost feels like I'm paralyzed. The medicine, by the way, is called metformin. Look it up online, and you'll see it. And just look it up, metformin side effects. There's a reason why I stopped taking it. You'll see a reason for yourself why I stopped taking it. Because one of the main side effects is that it does kill your appetite. It messes up your your digestive system. Plus, you're constantly constipated. It's supposedly working your system. No, that's overclocking. It's like you know, it's enough that I belch every time I take weekly medication because that's basically like I'm adjusting myself to it. But it's another thing that really, really is a thing when you take a medicine that basically just bombs out your entire system. It bombs out your ability to eat, to keep something down. And then usually it's like, I want to keep something down. So, if I have to go, it'll go in a way that needs to go, which is, controlled. And it's not, it's in control and not out of control. And you know what the killer part about it is? I've been taking that medication since my surgery back in 2017. I'm going to say 2017, 2018. So it's been 6 years. Now, mind you, I never opened up about this as far as, me is concerned. I never opened up like this. And like I said, the killer part about it is, and from those who are listening to this, yeah, it was slowly killing me. Until I basically say, no, I can't take this. There are lots of things that I can take. I don't mind taking something that's like, excuse me, damn it. Oh, gnat in here. What was I saying? This medicine was killing me. It was messing with my entire system. I couldn't really go anywhere until after it settled down. And when I told the doctor that, I said, "Look, I can't take this." I told not only my primary but my cardiologist this. I said, "I can't take this medicine, doc. It's killing me." I said, "This one medicine?" I said, "Yeah, this one medication. It is killing me." I said, "Anything else I'm taking? Oh, it's not hurting me." I said, "Well, we're going to have..." I mean, the last thing they told me was, "Well, we're going to have to put you back on this one medication." I said, "You know what? As long as I don't as long as it doesn't overclock my system, as long as it doesn't, make me sick, as long as it doesn't kill my appetite, I said I'm fine with it. But know this, I said if I'm taking all this one day stuff, I said you gotta understand something. I said my system is very, very sensitive, so therefore it's like I'll try taking one once a day. So say for what I take for, you know, what I take for my diabetes. Now I shoot like 0.2 into my stomach. I take Ozempic. I take it for about about 2, 3. It's about 3 weeks. 3 weeks since the start. I'm shooting about 2.025 into my system. I shoot it into my stomach, and not on the not on the veins. Just the parts where it's not veiny. So it has been working. It has been like I can feel the difference. I've been losing weight, and people have been people on my block. I remember one of my neighbors. He actually saw me one day, or rather one night. He said, "Israel, is that you?" I said, "Yeah." Why? So shook hands, gave a bro hug, that sort of thing. And he looked at me and said, "Damn, you look smaller." I looked at myself and said, "I had nose." And really, I don't really know. It's because I'm too I'm too absorbed in my own world to actually know until somebody says, "Oh, just take a look for yourself." Say, "Oh, well, maybe I have lost some weight." Because the thing is, since I used to have a stomach, I used to have a tummy. I don't really have a tummy now. It's just like, it's there, but it's not like it's like a beer belly. It's just like, and I'm fine with I'm fine with being big and tall, not big and stout. Nothing wrong with being big and stout, but I'd rather be big and tall. I'm a big and tall dude, not a big and stout dude. And like I said, nothing wrong with big and stout. That's it for someone like me. And the fact that, I'm a survivor of heart disease. And the only way that I had to be safe was through a stent and medication. Okay. That means I gotta take this route until, until basically, things change for me. As far as anything else, like I said, I've been reconnecting myself with what I used to do as an artist. So therefore, therapy has actually did a whole lot of good for me. Like, it has actually reconnected me with my parents. Music sort of, channels that reconnection. It's like, it's like, oh, so don't think I forgot. I'm just. That's all I'm doing. I'm basically playing drums. That's like basically my connection to my parents, since they were both into music, so therefore it's like I feel that connection. It's like I like to click with them. So that's how it is. But it makes me feel good though. And like I said, another thing I've been doing is going back into writing. So writing has been so. For those who don't know, I'm a writer. I do have a book. The problem with said book is it needs to be reformatted. So therefore, in short, my publisher terminated my contract. The publisher I was with terminated my contract. I still have the rights for the book. That's the good thing. I still have the rights for the book. So wherever my avenue is at this point, I'm actually looking through different ways of how to go about restarting what I already have. And namely, it's a good thing because it's not like, oh, I haven't been doing anything. Like, no, I've just been busy with this, and I'm trying to get things back to my level of normalcy. So therefore, doing Let's Plays. I'm already streaming, twice a week. If I don't feel like I stream once a week, but at least I'm streaming. At least I'm being consistent about it. So that's a good thing. And the most important thing is, I don't feel depressed. That is the wonderful thing about it. I do not feel depressed. It's like I'm aware of what I can't do. And I'm okay with it. The only thing I can do is just try to help in the best way I can. And it's all I ever want out of all this. In this life, anyway. Whatever I'm doing, whatever's asking me. Okay, sure. Alright, no problem. I have no problem in wanting to help in whatever way that I can, as long as it doesn't do, as long as I don't overdo it. Because I have piss poor stamina as far as physical is concerned, because of my left side. But I do the best I can. I'm not Mega Man. I am not Superman. Oh, I am neither one of those. I am definitely not Alice. I do not have the world on my shoulders. It feels like it, but I'm not. Thank goodness I'm not. I do more in playing a video game than I would, as far as that, as far as the world's concerned. My skill set is that of, a dreamer, a world builder, that sort of thing. Oh, man. So otherwise, as I've stated on my Facebook, T minus X amount of days without incident. So it's like 10 days without incident. And when that day comes, when I turn 45, I'm just gonna wait till first Saturday to come and just like, because that's what I usually do on Saturdays. I usually give myself that break, just expand my mind for a good bit. Just like take it in, and just let it go. Just it's like, okay, breathe, slow it all down, and really wait till next Tuesday, which I have to let it out, and it helps me a whole lot more. So that's how it is, and not only does it help me, but it helps a lot of other people too. So yeah, that's how my life's been so far. I'm really not gonna worry about voice acting as much as the next person, because I feel it's gonna be like this. Only actual good people who know talent and they see it, they know where to find me. They know how to reach me. Otherwise, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna overdo it and do it. I'm just gonna have fun with it. Just like you've seen me, just like you've been hearing me and Nino Cooney. I've been having fun with it. That's 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 the beauty of playing an RPG. That's the beauty of like, oh, the colors, the world. He's like, ah. So even that one boss fight that I had to basically put together in one video. I mean, there have been a couple boss fights in which have been broken into parts, but what I did was, I did the one thing, just put them together in one video, showing, yeah, this is what I've been going through with this one boss. Which you'll probably see it over the weekend, if not next week. So I've already put up parts on. So going back to what I said channel-wise, still playing Nino Cooney, Wild Arms 3, Rogue Galaxy, Star Ocean to the End Time is on hiatus. I'm gonna be doing some level grinding, so I didn't forget. I also will be covering other stuff after everything is a-okay with the thing, and after all the updates are good to go and everything, yeah, I'll be ready to return to the field of battle once again and kicking ass as I go along. So I slip my hat. So I tip my hat. I slip and tip my hat. That's what I do. So I slip on my hat and tip my hat and slowly roll away. And that's what I'll be doing right now. So until next time, whatever the hell I feel like doing or whatever I am currently doing, whether it's on here or in the realm of reality, know it's me, your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi, the underdog of the underrated, but they just call me Izzy. Hey, who knows? I might be changing up my username. Who's to say? Anyway, see you next time for more great content. Enjoy the Let's Plays as well as the streams I put up, and yeah, we'll see each other soon. Take care now.